track, Brian Finch, behind the wheel of Troy Borgen's Milwaukee, Wisconsin-based 69 Camaro. Now this car is going to make 3 consecutive laps around the autocross. He's going to run through, pull off, make another run, pull off. The reason is that we are taking Troy's in its current configuration, which is stock front control arms and I don't know whose shocks and springs and stuff. Alston 4-link under the rear. And we're going to take this thing, run it 3 times the way it is now, see what the best time is, and then we're going to put Ridetech front control arms all the way around, and Finch is going to run it 3 more times later today, and we're going to see how big an improvement we can get out of it. Look at it lifting the inside rear tire. Wow, that rear end is in some bind. We need to fix that. 50.519, 50.519 for...
Alright, so you drove the thing in stock form. Looked like it had one rear wheel in the air. You couldn't see it, but you could feel it. So what did it feel like?
Well, I gotta say, I never thought I would say that I would rather have a bone stock 68 Chevelle than a blown LS Power 69 Camaro. But this thing was horrendous. I've never had to drive a car like that before, where you have to basically just try to carry as much speed as possible, roll through the turn, and wait for the tires to sit back down and get going again. So it, you know, it's got problems on both ends. You can't get any power down on the back end because you're getting way too much body roll. The rear end's coming off, it's coming in loaded, and the front end pushes like a dump truck. So I don't even know how he got it here. Hopefully it came on a trailer.
Well, and this is a very typical civilian pro-turb type car. I mean, the car's really nice. He's done nice work on it, but it's got some mismatched components on it. We see this stuff all the time. So what we're going to do is bring it back and make sure it's got the right length shocks on it, make sure it's got the right sway bars on it, change a few components, and then bring it back, and hopefully it'll be better.
I got a feeling that last weekend was any indication of how much improvement we're going to see. I'm really looking for big things out of this one. It's got a long way to go.
Cool.
Remember that we ran this car 4 years ago. Wow, big boy power. You'll remember we ran this car 3 times earlier with Finch behind the wheel, with the stock suspension up front and an Alston 4-link in the rear. We took it over to the Ridetech booth. Whoa! We put a set of control arms, coilovers, sway bar in the front, and a set of Ridetech coilovers in the rear. The quickest Finch could make it around the track before of 49.549. The car is completely different now. Finch on his checkout pass, 48.918, quicker by 0.6, but he hit several cones. All right, Finch, back in it. Trying to beat the 48.918, but not hit any cones this time. Magna-charged LS motor under the hood from Wagner makes big power. Ooh, looking good. You'll notice that the inside rear tire is no longer in the air as he goes around the corners. That's a big improvement on its own. And with no additional tuning, we can make it even quicker if we work on it. The car looking good though. hard. Open the brakes. Makes it through the right-hander, setting it up for the tight left. We'll see what it has this time around. Sideways. Finch gonna aim it at the finish line. Hard on the throttle. 46, 447. 46, 447. That's 3.1 second improvement.
All right, so you just went out, you made 3 more laps after they installed the new Ridetech coilovers and the control arms and the collar spindles. And before the thing was all locked up, now it looks a lot more compliant. Give me your driving impression.
Well, you know, actually the car felt, it didn't feel like it was really moving around a lot the first time, but it was obviously because it was lifting the rear wheel off the ground. Here, the car, I can just feel the car moving a little better, but it's so much more stable, so much more predictable. You know, the front tires are actually sticking. It caught me off guard the first time. I went in the turn and said, oh, okay, I can actually use it. You know, getting the power down even, just straight line acceleration was a night and day different. Before, you couldn't even touch the gas. Here, I was, you know, carrying a lot more speed down the straightaway, so I was able to get the power down. I mean, actually, you know, being able to do this the second week in a row, to do it before and after, again, it is just something everybody needs to experience. Because you cannot explain feeling the difference in that car. You just swear it's not the same car.
And what was the improvement again? How many seconds?
Just over 3 seconds.
3.1 seconds, I think.
Which on a tight little course like this,
with a 5-minute alignment job.
Yeah, 5-minute alignment.
Run out of time.
No adjustments on the shocks. Yeah, you know, massive.
Good deal. Thank you.
That's
Again.